Okay, this is Ted. This is my second attempt at doing this. The reason being, I think that after I thought about this for a while, I really think that for us to be able to move forward together, we have to be able to talk together. We have to be able to have real conversations in this country about real things, and both sides need to be able to voice their opinion. There's one thing that I have learned is that it is vital that people have the opportunity to speak their mind. And we can learn from each other, too. I know I could learn a lot from, people that are of a different race than me. In fact, I know for a fact they're smarter than me, and way smarter and efficient, and I always said that. In fact, that's one of the reasons I like being on and to work for companies that have that mindset. And the reason being is because their work ethic's good. They're, everything about they're successful, stuff that I want to be, and and I've never not said that, by the way. That's something I've always said about the companies that have that mindset. It's true. But at the same token, by the way, there's stuff that you could learn from me and from I don't know how many of me there are, but whatever, from other people. We can all learn from each other. In fact, I think that it's good to have diversity in this country, in this world. It's important for us to have different interests, and it's important for all of us to be able to express ourselves in the way that we want to express ourselves. Now, in respect to other people, we have to be able to live together. I don't really understand the whole perspective of the mindset. I mean, because I guess we all operate differently. And I think some may say that, my empathy might even be my weakness. But, maybe I care sometimes too much. But then again, I can only speak from the reality that I'm at now. I make mistakes. I own my mistakes. And yes, I'm far from perfect. But my heart is pure. My intentions are pure. I do get mad. I have had blow-ups, as everyone has probably seen at one point or another. In fact, there's a lot of me that you probably seen, that you probably more than I wish you would have seen. And that's probably the one thing I just can't really wrap my head around too much or even want to think about. So as far as everything else that's going on in this country and the riots and the police, I mean, I don't know how what is happening to me right now in this moment reflects or has anything to do with that. But if that is the case, I would hope that we could all take a deep breath here and realize what we're doing. Before you act on something, I think we should all really think about how that affects the other people. But the problem, I feel like, is that I'm afraid there's certain people just don't care about other people at all. It seems like that's the case. In fact, I actually try to make sense of certain acts and try to put give them benefit of the doubt by making a reason that they did something. But sometimes, and I was told this, sometimes people just do shit because they do shit, And then that really hit me well, why? Because I still want to know why. I still want to know why, because I feel like everyone, there's got to be a reason. I mean, I just don't see how anybody, and when I talk, I'm talking about anybody, should ever, put anyone else through any kind of pain or suffering for the pleasure of pain, to watch that, that's just kind of, it's unheard of to me. It's just not in my realm of, it's just not something I can compute, it doesn't make sense at all. And as far as the vaccine is concerned, I think I'm glad that, we're taking, and I see how people would want to stay protected. No one wants to get sick in this country, but the fact of the matter is that we always bounce back from getting sick. I think that the masks, they're not, to be honest with you, and just being honest, despite what they say, if you are using the mask properly, which means that you're sanitizing your hands each and every time that you touch something after you touch your mask, that's the only way that it'll actually work. I mean, other than that, you're just preventing your breathing properly. Not to mention, we need to not socially distance. We need to be together. Our species are not meant to be separated. Quarantine, lockdown, curfew. These are all things that are happening to us that are not. It's not even close to being fair. It's not legal. I don't know how it even happens. You know what they do? They try to make you feel bad because no one wants to actually, get anyone sick. No one's out to hurt their fellow neighbor, but that's the reason they have these things happen. So that way you feel bad, and then for some reason, I don't know the end result of this, but, these lockdowns, curfews, separation, masks, it's all control. And, there's censorship now. Anytime that you speak out on anything, you can't even speak out on anything. And then all of a sudden, these are our constitutional rights. I would hope the person that hears, I actually would love anyone that disagrees with me. I support your right to be able to speak out on anything that you want to speak out about. However, there are truths and then there's false. So if anyone wants to actually, question anything about me, and keep in mind, I want us to get together. I want us to move in a situation where we can all live together, and peacefully. And I realize that, there's a higher perspective that I don't see as far as this world's concerned. All right. I'm still finding out more and more each day about this world. This world keeps changing. The more I know, or more I think I know, the less I know. But that being said, I've come to understand that there's people that have been mad at me, like in a way that I don't quite fully grasp the reasoning behind it. And if there's anything that you'd want to clarify, I'd be more than happy to hear you. If it's something I did, I'd be more than happy if I felt that that I did that wrong. But you got to understand my perspective here too, which is somebody that's just waking up to this. I just realized that everyone knows everything about me at any given point in time, and I don't know anything about anyone else in their bathroom habits or their bedroom habits. So if you're going to use any of that against me and my own private thoughts at home, I think all kinds of thoughts every day. They go from they can be crazy thoughts about some dream I had, but they're random and they're mine. But at the end of the day, I just want, if I had to pick the perfect world, here's what I would pick. I would pick a world where we can all live together. And keep in mind, I want everyone to understand this, that my friends and family, As I've been isolated for 8 months, I really have been separated from most people, and I don't only, and yeah, so I mean, like, I still talk to, I just hope we can still communicate together. I don't know why there's such division, I don't know why we can't just all be together, be friends, live together, date each, is that not possible? Is it, and also, like, I don't even know I'm just now really, I don't even know if I'm now really, I'm just really starting to open my eyes that this world is and it makes me wonder about who I am. Like, am I a certain way that I don't know? Or is there more to this than meets the eye? I'm sure about that. But, I never meant to, intentionally do anything. If I got mad at something, I overreacted, and I yelled and I screamed, and that was probably, and it's usually to myself, by the way. It was never to anyone directly. But if that was the case, it was because I was aggravated about a situation, and I truly don't want to, I think, if anything, people have told me I care too much about what people think and their feelings, and maybe that's true, but I just don't want anyone to try and tell me or try to portray me in a light that is untrue, because I would love to defend anything that you have to say about me, and I hope it doesn't get down to that, because I want to move forward, man. I think everyone should be able to move forward. I think that I'm not Republican or Democrat. In fact, I have a wide range of opinions on various topics, and they're not always they're never on one side or another. There's, just because you don't want to wear a mask and don't like the vaccine does not mean you're a Trump supporter. It really doesn't. In fact, when I first was called that, I was like, man, how does that even? But that's what a lot of the people in politics do. They'll put you into a category that you don't even belong in. They come up with catchy phrases like Trumpster and all kinds of other stuff that they make up on a daily basis to demonize anyone that has an opinion that's other than the narrative. Well, you know what? I mean, like, we gotta, I just wish I had the higher perspective. Maybe I'd understand more, but even then, I'm thinking at this point, when I'm here where I'm at now, there's no perspective that could, in my eyes, would justify anybody being harassed or discriminated against or shunned just for the art and fun of doing it. I don't think that's I don't think any perspective would make that seem like a good, that's not, no one should have to go through that. No one, anybody, no matter what race, gender, or beliefs they have. At the end of the day, trust me, I often think that, all my friends and my mom, and, she even said, when I met her a couple weeks ago, she's like, Ted, you're the only one on that team, your team. And I go, yep, but that's all I know. I mean, this is who I am. I just don't want to have to not be who I am, and I don't want to have anyone to not have to be who they are. So why is there so much animosity and hate? I don't know. I mean, like, I'm unequivocally not a racist against anybody, you know? Do I make mistakes? Yeah. Have I said things in the past I wish I didn't? Yes. But at the end of the day, I feel like everyone should be able to practice their beliefs. They should be able to choose whatever it is they want to do. They should be able to have the right to speak their mind, have individual freedom to be able to do what they want, and not discriminate, and give and also with the knowingness that other people have the right to do the same thing. But it's been crazy, and I just hope that this world can progress in a way that everyone has the right to be here, regardless of their gender, race, or beliefs. I mean, that's what Earth is all about, isn't it? I mean, that's the reason we're all here. As far as I know, I don't know anything other than what I know here in this perspective, but I think everyone should be able to live together and be free to pursue their dreams and goals and have the life that they want to live, I mean, yes, and trust me, I was thinking about this, for a lot. Like, back in the day, I can't even imagine, African Americans and America and slavery. I mean, I can't even, that would be like, yeah. So, yes, if anyone knows, that would be not, I mean, like, I know my perspective, but I didn't go through anything compared to the African Americans and slavery. And, this country has been, well, not just this country, the world has gone through some really horrific things against people that are not like them. And that's crazy, It's crazy that anyone could just hate somebody just for being different. Wow. But for no reason other than that. That's something that I can't even wrap my head around at all. I mean, like, I don't judge anyone except the way they treat me, like, I don't, as far as, like, man. So, but somebody told me, they're like, you ask questions that you don't want the answers to. Well, maybe that's true, but I just want to be happy, be able to have fun together, man. There's a lot I think I could learn from, especially from anyone that's diverse from me, that's for sure. I don't know why we can't learn from each other. I don't know why we can't continue to live in a world where we can be together and date, each other. Is that not possible? Or I don't know. But what I do know is that I just have to keep going. I don't know what else to do. I would like to have some kind of resolution. I'm thinking this has gone on. We should come to some kind of conclusion to this, because I can't really even. I have like 1 week, not even a week left. I don't know. I have to get a job. I have to be able to make money. I've got to get a job. And it's not fun sitting in a room by yourself all day. There's no fun in that, ever. It's maybe once in a while just to get your space and clear your head. But I'm somebody that likes to be around people, and that's not been happening for a while now. But anyway, I don't have any kind of hate for anyone, really. I just don't like to be accused of things that I didn't do at all, or B, got blown up that wasn't even close to what it was meant to be, because I sit here and try to think, like, what did I do? Like, how did I do something? And if I did, I would be the first to apologize, and that's the truth. In fact, that's sometimes I might even do that sometimes when I shouldn't do that, and that's not good either, because it encourages that behavior again. But can we move on? Can we live together? Can we be together? Can we have a resolution? Am I seeing something I'm not? Can I get the bigger picture? Am I allowed to ask questions? Can we have a real conversation? Can this end soon? And last but not least, I think I probably said this once or twice already, but my main thing is that just everyone should have the right to choose whatever they want to do in respect to everyone else, according to, we do want to be fair to everyone. So, then yes, people joke. We're gonna, I'm not talking about minor. I have friends that I joke with all the time, and we bust each other's balls, and we, I laugh at myself more than anything if somebody has a good cut down. Sometimes I set it up so they will do it, so I would laugh. So I can laugh at myself, but there's a difference between that and, all out, straight up, not what, personal insults that get below the belt that are like trying to hurt you. That's not cool ever, especially if I don't even know you. But anyway, I know that people are, we all freaking make mistakes. No one's perfect. Everyone's just trying to do the best they can. Which I just want those same opportunities too, like everyone else. But anyway, I hope we can all get along, move forward, come to a resolution of some sort so we can all move on and have this put to an end. But anyway, again, I still know that there's a higher perspective that, maybe that I'm not seeing, which I know that is true. But I can only comment from where I'm at now. So anyway, it's what day is today? Tuesday. I got 7 more days. Car payments to make. I have to get a job. I just want to be able to get work and be around people. That would be great. Anyway, if anyone wants to talk about this, and we can come to a conclusion, I'm more than welcome, and I would encourage that talk to happen soon, please. Thanks.